What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I'm here to give you some recaps from Apple's September event from the Steve Jobs Theater at Apple Park. So nice to be back here. It's a super hot day, which just feels like it's the middle of the summer still. But in today's video, we're gonna be going over the iPhone 14 Pro, the Apple Watch Ultra, as well as the AirPods Pro 2nd generation. These are all products that I'm very excited about. And with the on-the-go lifestyle of capturing content around the world and a crazy schedule, I think we can really put these products to the test in some of our lifestyle content coming up. So there is a ton to cover. And as always, if you guys wanna see the first videos of these products, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on this video and leave a comment down below as to what your favorite announcement from today is and also your favorite feature from each product. It's gonna be a very busy fall season of tech releases, so let's just go ahead and jump in to the iPhone 14 Pro. We're at Apple Park right now in Cupertino, checking out the brand new iPhone 14 Pro that was just announced. This is a product that I'm really excited about because there are so many cool new features that we look forward to testing out on the channel. But right here, we have the 6.1-inch model. It also comes in a 6.7-inch model, and the biggest thing you're going to notice is the dynamic island on the front. No more notch. Instead, it's a bit of an island right here, but it is actually functional. It is utilizing the apps and its utilities to be able to quick access certain settings, display information in an effective way, and it also does a very good job of blending it in. And this display is also the same brightness as the Pro Display XDR, going up to 1600 nits in HDR and automatically going up to 2000 nits when you're using it outside. That is a huge feature because I use my phone outside all the time. So that is very important, especially when you have a display. It has a very wide range of features, a high refresh rate, and also the ability to drop down to that 1 Hertz while conserving power in certain modes. You can see like the phone itself just looks beautiful in the front. It comes in 4 different colors, including a white, black. There's also this brand new purple one right here, which is like a deep, like dark purple to it. And you also notice the camera bump on the back is slightly larger, but the camera is another element that has a ton of great features. The main camera is now a 48 megapixel sensor, but it actually is able to bend down through the quad sensor format down to 12 megapixels to give you great low light performance and improving that low light performance by 2 times compared to the previous generation flagship. The 0.5x camera also saw an improvement, being able to let in up to 3 times more light, whereas the telephoto camera is able to let in 2 times more light. The other areas of the cameras that is very impressive is that you now have 4 different pro focal lengths. You have the 1x as well as the 2x, which actually utilizes 12 megapixels of that 48 megapixel sensor to be able to give you a full resolution image at that 2x, but there's also the 3x mode, of course, and the 0.5x, which by letting in more light is important because I love to take pictures of architecture and interiors, but I also love the fact that you can now take a 48 megapixel Pro RAW image and be able to edit it on the smartphone, change certain features and everything, while having such a great amount of resolution on a smartphone like this, just to be able to have a very versatile case of usage. When it comes to the video mode, there's also a stabilized mode that I'm really excited to test out because you no longer need a gimbal with your smartphone, and that's something that I carry everywhere. There's also the cinematic mode, which has been increased to 4K resolution, which is awesome. And this entire smartphone is powered by the A16 Bionic chip, which delivers more power to the smartphone itself and being able to handle the image signal processing. So to get a second opinion of the iPhone 14 Pro's new camera features, we sought out a professional.
What's good, y'all? My name is Andy. I'm from East Oakland, California. I do a bunch of iPhone cinematic films. For me, as a mobile filmmaker, I really enjoyed the fact that they added 4K cinematic. I kind of strayed away from it because it was only 1080 and I filmed mostly everything on 4K, so when they added that, I was like, okay, I could actually use that in my videos. Action mode was pretty cool. Not having to like use a stabilizer, like I'm really excited to test that out because I actually do really enjoy like always having it on the stabilizer. But I do enjoy the handheld shots as well. So being able to do that without needing a stabilizer is gonna be cool. Having improvements on all 3 lenses, having it be faster, being able to work in low light situations. Especially for me, like I don't ever use external lenses. So having it all built into one place is like super useful. And I like to like minimize my process as much as I can and just like make it as easy as possible.
The camera is something that I utilize on my smartphone all the time, and that's what I use to post the Instagram photos, the reels, and also some of the video clips inside of videos that you guys see on YouTube whenever I need to capture something as quick as possible. I've taken over 30,000 photos on my camera roll, so yeah, you can tell I'm a huge fan of this, and I rely on my iPhone to create content, but also run the business on an everyday basis. It really does come together in this whole form factor right here. You still have all-day battery life, and one of the big features that we talked about in this iPhone 14 lineup is the satellite SOS. So if you're in a place with no reception and you need to call emergency services, it is actually able to connect to that satellite, and I feel like that is a very revolutionary feature that is going to be more widespread in the tech industry in the coming years. So that is just the iPhone 14 Pro at a glance. So now we're checking out the Apple Watch Ultra. It's built for someone who likes the outdoors, goes on a ton of adventures, for example, or if you're a high performance athlete. This is like the ultimate Apple Watch from a technical standpoint and from a hardware standpoint. Just look at this thing. It's 49 millimeters. It's a relatively large watch, but it is built like a tank. It's built out of titanium. There's also a bit of an extension here with the button for controls, and you have a sturdy dial as well that lets you switch right into the night mode with just a bit of a scroll. And on the side here, you also have the action button. It's a nice bright orange button that you can tap and start to log different activities, for example. This is a watch that features a display that has a peak brightness of 2000 nits. The battery life is also impressive at 36 hours on a single charge and up to 60 hours in the low power mode. And it features an L1 and an L5 GPS. The Wayfinder, compass, and dial can be customized for mountain, ocean, trail, and also red mode for visibility in the dark, which you can access by scrolling the dial. For any divers out there, there's also the EN 13319 certification. So you could actually use this to be able to track your dives and use a specific application that is able to computerize information that is vital for safety when it comes to diving. I went diving for a few days in middle school, and all these like crazy calculations that you have to make when it comes to the time in water, the oxygen, and all that kind of stuff was very complicated to me, and it probably still would be. So having that on your Apple Watch could be life-saving, or just like a very important tool to have, just to have that peace of mind. There are so many use cases of this Apple Watch though, but just from a hardware standpoint, take a look at it. It is super durable. You can see the titanium is nice and light despite its size, and it also has a few different band options that are specific to that active lifestyle, but you can really kind of choose the way that you want to customize it and the applications that you want to use to take full advantage of a product like this. I will say it is a little bit more specific, and for most users out there, the updates on the Apple Watch Series 8 are going to be the ones that the general consumer might be looking for, but for people who really enjoy using their Apple Watch and take advantage of all of the tools, then the Apple Watch Ultra is the one for you. So another product that was also announced today is the Apple AirPods Pro 2nd generation. AirPods Pro is something that I use on pretty much every single trip because with the amount of flying, having a good pair of noise cancellation earbuds is very important. And I'm someone who doesn't like to wear headphones that are over the ear or anything. I just like a light pair of AirPods, and the AirPods Pro has been the go-to option for that. The battery life is 6 hours of playback and up to 30 hours with the included case. And there's also a bit of a lanyard piece built in. From a noise cancellation standpoint, it is also 2 times better in terms of noise canceling. Spatial audio is also a topic that Apple has talked a lot about throughout the audio aspects of a lot of their new products. And with iOS 16, you can set personalized spatial audio modes. Another feature that I'm also very interested to check out is the adaptive transparency. Being able to go from noise cancellation to a transparent environment is exciting, but on top of that, you could also charge it using the Apple Watch charger by attaching to that case here, so it just gives you another option, which is nice. But I feel like the most important feature for me specifically is obviously the cancellation, but the sound quality. The biggest feature here is the H2 chip. Not only does it give you better bandwidth and connectivity, but it also has improved drivers when it comes to give you better sound quality, which is something that we're going to have to test. And I also love the new finding features in this lineup because, I mean, even though I'm getting a little bit better at it, we still lose our AirPods all the time. And so by having it built into the case, I think makes a lot of sense because To be honest, I always like take off the AirPods, put them down, and I don't put them back in the case when I should. And so being able to find each individual piece is very important. These come in at a price of $250, which is the same price as the previous generation, which Damien just bought like a couple days ago, not knowing new ones were coming out. But we're gonna put these to the test and look out for a full review. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video where we talk about some of the updates from Apple Park on today's releases. There's the iPhone 14, as well as the iPhone 14 Pro, the Apple Watch Series 8, and the Apple Watch Ultra, which is brand new. And we also saw an AirPods Pro 2nd generation. So I'm gonna have all these products in-house to bring you guys some lifestyle reviews. So let me know if there's anything specific you'd like me to talk about. As always, leave them in the comment section below and let me know what your favorite release is and what you plan on picking up. But yeah, we're in for a ton of tech coming up, so I hope you guys are excited for that, and I'll see you all in the next video.